Happy 18th birthday to Franklin Amadeo Moore. So today is Franklin's 18th birthday, and I just wanted to make a little video tribute to him and also just share a few of my ideas for his 18th birthday, what I'm doing for him. So unfortunately, he is still recovering from having his wisdom teeth pulled. So he can't eat a big dinner. I usually like to cook a birthday dinner for my kids, but he can't really eat anything solid, you know, just smoothies and stuff like that. So he is not wanting a birthday dinner, but I would bake a cake with the exception of the fact that he doesn't want a cake either. Franklin is the one kid that I have that does not like dessert. He does not like dessert. And I almost want to like bake a cake just so that I can have cake because I love cake. But he does not have a sweet tooth. He would prefer eating a big apple to actually having a cake. So unfortunately, he can't eat apples. He doesn't like applesauce. So I know somebody's probably gonna recommend that. No, he doesn't like applesauce. So poor Franklin, he has kind of a little bit of a down day on his birthday because he can't chew. But we'll have to have like a birthday dinner later in the week. So we're putting a pin in that. Meanwhile, I just wanted to make his day special. So I made a little photo album, and I also don't have a lot of money right now, so I can't like, you know, splurge. I guess his friends are doing things like Airbnb, like their parents will rent an Airbnb or something, and then they'll have a party there. And I guess I'm not, you know, rich enough or cool enough of a mom to do that kind of stuff this year, but I did what I could. And so this is a little photo album I made of just his 18 years of life, and it just kind of like goes through a lot of pictures of him in different ages and stages and memories and things like that. So, you know, favorite things to do, and that's him and his older brother, younger brother, and then him as a senior this year. Him with his kitties. He loves his kitties. Legoland, all the different stuff that we did growing up. So I just kind of got a little photo album. It says celebrate 18 years and 18 more to come. And then of course I did a card for him and wrote a nice message in there. And then I also included in the card, and by the way, Langston made him a card as well, so I'll show you him drawing, doing his drawing for the card in this video in a minute. And of course, got some presents for him when he gets home from school. I actually drew a tattoo. I can't afford to actually have the tattoo done right now, so he's gonna have to probably get a job to pay for that tattoo. But whenever he can, then he can get it done. He wants a little tattoo on his chest. And so I did a drawing basically of, he wanted a landscape, and he wanted the landscape to be in Idaho, North Idaho, where he spent most of his time growing up. And then have in the landscape the state animal for where I was born, which was Montana, so that's the grizzly bear. And then the state animal for where his dad was born, which is Mississippi, which is the white-tailed deer. So, and then I'm gonna put a little cardinal bird in there too, because he was actually born in Virginia, even though we moved to Idaho when he was 2 years old, so he doesn't really remember Virginia at all. But so it'll be kind of like just a custom tattoo going towards his shoulder, and he has the yin yang on his shoulder with his two brothers' initials in it. So anyway, yeah, I can draw, so I did what I could, and I've done that before with Isaiah, given him a tattoo drawing. When I can afford it, I'll also give a gift certificate to a tattoo parlor. Like, you know, here's $100 towards your tattoo or whatever. But anyway, so that's kind of what he's got, an assortment of other little things. I actually found a cool steering wheel cover, air freshener for his car, a little cord saver thing, and some incense and some other things. I found like about 10 different things at the dollar store that I thought that he would really like. I know that sounds cheap, but you know, I'm on an extreme budget. I also got the bag and the balloons from the dollar store too. So even if you don't have a lot of money, even if you just have 10 bucks or whatever, you know, always just try and do what you can, of course, for your kids or for somebody that you love, their birthday. So just to try and make them have a special day. So I also included a list in his card of all the amazing things that he gets to do or has to do now that he's 18. So kind of rights and responsibilities, which he knows most of these. He has already registered to vote, so that's number one. They registered kids at his school last year actually, but of course he can't vote till his birthday, which is today. But they registered anybody who was going to be turning 18 before the November election. So this is his first year to vote. And don't forget to vote even in non-presidential years. Those state and municipal elections are super important, so don't forget those. So voting is number one. Number two is getting a piercing or a tattoo, of course, without parents' permission. I don't think he's gonna get any more piercings. He has his ears pierced, just a single piercing in each ear. I think that's all he wants for that, but I know he does want more tattoos. You can open a bank account. You can sue somebody. You can enlist in the Army. You actually have to join the selective service, like I think within 30 days of turning 18, or you can't get financial aid. So the FAFSA is actually conveniently this fall, so that's coming up. It's already opened up for applications, and so he'll be applying for that soon. So that is like included in the FAFSA application. Isaiah reminded me that that was part of that process. So he did have to do that, of course, when he was filling out his FAFSA. So now it's Franklin's turn. Yes, you can go to a strip club, although as a mother, I'm not gonna recommend that. You can sign a lease, you can buy a car, you can buy a house, you can work full-time. Of course, you know, probably don't wanna work full-time until you graduate high school if you are 18 and still going to school. Go skydiving, buy a lotto ticket. You can drink alcohol in some countries. It's 21 in the United States, but I think in a lot of European countries, and I think Mexico and Canada even, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that there are several countries that you can drink alcohol in legally once you're 18. You can get married. You can get a credit card. Serve on jury duty. That's a pretty important responsibility. Buy fireworks. Donate blood. You can donate organs and blood, I think, by 18. And of course, if you do anything illegal, you can go to like real jail instead of juvenile jail. You can create your will, and you can change your name or be emancipated or move out of the house. And yeah, so I think that those are the rights and responsibilities and privileges and everything that you get when you turn 18. Oh yeah, you can, I don't know if I said you can smoke. I think you can buy tobacco products, but I know he's not into that. So a lot of these things, of course, he's probably doesn't even care about, but it's important to know your rights and responsibilities, and just to, you know, when you turn a certain age, and also to know that for your kids so that you know like what their rights and responsibilities are. And even driving at night, I think in some states there's still like minors are supposed to have a curfew, so you can get pulled over if it's super late at night and you're driving and you're not yet 18. So you know, he won't get pulled over if that's the case. He's never been pulled over, which is like awesome. He's been driving for 2 years, so he has never been pulled over. And that's, you know, as a mom of black sons, I always love that fact. Isaiah also has a super clean driving record, and I'm proud of that. He's 25 now, so that's awesome that he's made it, you know, that far with like a perfect driving record. Anyways, I just wanted to share my little thoughts on turning 18, and of course it's just surreal to know that your kid, who once was a baby, is now an adult. And that's just like hard to process. But I wanted to share a little tribute. I'm gonna show you a couple pictures of Franklin, you know, baby on up. And then I also, before that, I'm gonna show you Langston drawing his little birthday card. He worked really hard on it. So for Franklin. And yeah, so I hope that this gives you some ideas if you have a kid that's turning 18. And also if you want to wish Franklin a happy birthday. I know he is subscribed to this channel. I don't know if he's actually gonna watch this video, but he might, so he'll get the notification. So happy birthday, Franklin. And if anybody wants to wish him happy birthday, just put it in the comments. If you want to send him a birthday gift, you can always you know, Cash App me and I'll give it to him. I'll put my Cash App in the description, so you can just kind of like Cash App and put a note like, you know, for Franklin or whatever. Any Cash Apps that I get today, I'll just assume they're for his birthday. So I know he would love that. What else? I guess, you know, just messages or send a little chunk of change, and I know that that would just make his day super happy. So thank you, everyone, and I hope you enjoy seeing these pictures of Franklin, my pride and joy, as he's growing up. So this is cute little Langston working very hard on Franklin's birthday card. He's drawing with purple and brown markers. Langston is ambidextrous, so he likes to draw with both hands at the same time and then sometimes alternately, but I love how focused he is. And a lot of people do say that he looks a lot like Franklin when he was little. I think they do look definitely like brothers, but they definitely have their own little look too. So before I embarrass Franklin with his baby pictures, this is me pregnant with him, painting in the graduate studio. I was in grad school when he was born. And this is cute little Franklin when he was born after 94 hours of labor. And I did say that right, 94 hours. And of course, he was worth it. This is him at 2 months old on the top right, and that's me at 2 months old on the bottom left. And I love that little picture collage because we did look very much alike as babies. And this is Franklin with his dad. And then again with me as he's growing up. He's still just 2, I think, in this picture. And cute little baby, cute little toddler. He was super chunky. He had big cheeks when he was little. Once he started walking, he kind of lost his cheek fatness a little bit, but kept his cuteness and just kept growing up, and we had a lot of fun together. This is us in North Idaho on Tubbs Hill, and he even used one of those old phones back in the day before cell phones. This is us clowning around at Silverwood theme park, and this is him one year with Santa Claus at school. And when he got his glasses, when he started wearing glasses, this is an Easter, big huge chocolate bunny. Of course, it's hollow. This is when he had a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. You have to do that one time. This is the homemade snow cone machine that we had with him and Isaiah. And he was a huge Lego fanatic, so this is one of his Lego builds. Franklin won first place at state for his science invention in Idaho. This is him joining me at work. And this is a better Santa Claus year with the real beard. But I actually love that picture of him. This is the year that he was actually recruited for Disney Nickelodeon TV. He beat out 450 kids. He was in the top 25 and Could have started his acting career at that point if we were free to move to LA, but we weren't. This is Franklin running a caterpillar for landscaping. This is him dressed up as Matthew Henson for school. And this is one New Year's when we went to Seattle with Isaiah. This is him and me, mom picture. Again, his school picture, elementary school. And this is his cat, October. And this is his other cat, a little bit later, Pablo. And this is about the age that he was in the Netflix documentary. This is a couple years afterward with Langston and Isaiah, his brothers. And this is Franklin, his headshot for acting. And this is his senior picture. And of course, he's having a lot of fun in football season right now. So super proud of him. Happy birthday, Franklin. We love you. And Nala loves you too, even though she wasn't happy about the photo.